Hello, my beautiful Taurus. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and we're going to be getting into your you versus them tarot reading between you and your person, Taurus. If you enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe because it does help me out a lot. And let me know how the situation pans out for you and how these cards resonate with you, Taurus. Remember that it doesn't matter what you identify as, he, she, they, them, anything in between or outside of that spectrum, darling. If the cards resonate, it's meant for you, honey. Also, Taurus, keep in mind I'm just a man reading some tarot cards, and like with tarot, it never can capture quite all the nuances of a human relationship, all of the human emotions. So remember that you know your emotions best. I'm always going to support you, whatever decision that you end up making, darling. I do have a pretty positive outlook when it comes to things, but I'm also going to be that friend, that best friend that you might not get on your nerves sometimes, to give you that honest truth as well, Aries. So why do I call you Aries? Taurus. So just keep that in mind, Taurus, and just let's just get into this for y'all. I also do your weekly tarot horoscope reading, just general energies, Taurus. If you want to check that out, it always comes up for you on Mondays. I'll leave a link to that on the top right hand corner of the screen. So let's just jump into your you versus them reading. Let's see how you are currently feeling right now, Taurus. Let's see what's up with you, honey. So we have the World card that refused to get back into the deck and actually kind of bent, honey. So the World card definitely coming in here. I don't know if I like that foreshadowing though with how that World card was communicating. Five of Cups, girl. Oh, what's going on, Taurus? What's going on? We have the King of Swords here. So it feels like for you, Taurus, you guys are in this place of where it feels like in this perspective, whatever this energy that I'm tapping into, you guys are at this place of whatever happened. And I feel like it's pretty recent. Taurus is like, it just feels as if like whatever's happened, it's like almost like this last straw for you. It feels like you're trying to be mature about this, but at the same time, there's like this lingering sense of desire, or this sense of being like, this is it. So it shows to me, just based off of that verbiage, that you guys, Taurus, might have just been extremely patient when it comes to this energy for quite some time, because it's just giving me this sense of where it's just like, it's just like the very last, it's giving me very much so last straw. It feels like you are looking at this connection, Taurus, and you're kind of ready. You're ready for however the outcome terms when it comes to this connection. Whether this connection comes to a closure or whether this connection actually allows you to grow, it feels like you're trying to keep as level of ahead as possible, right? You don't want to get your hopes up when it comes to this connection, but at the same time, you don't want to just wash your hands clean of it entirely and just be done with it, because at the same time, like, you do care about this connection a lot. But whatever with this Five of Cups here, there is something that it is like, it's almost like the elephant in a room, Taurus. Something's happened that has become like the elephant in the room, and it's like you're trying your hardest, Taurus, to be as mature about this as possible. So I don't know what happened here, but it's like whatever this person did, whatever happened in this connection, darling, it's really trying all of your nerves. That's for sure, Taurus. It's trying all of your nerves, and it's really challenging you on how... It's challenging you in terms of like how do we put this? Like how mature, how adulty you feel like being when it comes to this, right? So like Taurus is probably taking a lot out of you, in you rather, to like not be petty when it comes to this situation. When if it's probably anybody else, darling, you'd be extremely petty with it. And there's no shade, no judgment here, darling, because Taurus, I am the king of being petty, honey. Like let me not. So Taurus, let's get into their energies now. Let's see what's up with them. Death card coming in. Now hold up. Wheel of Fortune, as well as the Judgment card here. Taurus. I'm going to be honest here, Taurus. It's giving me this vibe of where this person's kind of paranoid about the situation coming to a closure. It's almost as if, Taurus, I wouldn't be surprised if you were to... dolls, you have to be honest with me now, darling. Some of you guys might be giving this person the silent treatment right now, or you might not be communicating with them in the normal... Tulip, what you meowing at? You might not be communicating with them in the normal way that you would be, Well, it's, there might be a little bit of pettiness leaking out, darling, is what I'm trying to say, right? your text verbiage to them might be different. You might be a little bit more formal with them, darling. And I see on their end, they're kind of like in this place of being like, oh no, Taurus is going to break it off with me. Taurus is like becoming more distant, right? And it's like they're thinking about what actions they can take, Taurus, in regards to fixing this connection, in terms of trying to save whatever they can from this. So very interesting, darling. Whatever it is, like, I don't, like, again, I say this with peace and love, Taurus, right? Again, no judgment, and I'm the last person. Like, let's not sit here and pretend like all of us are just saints, darling. We all play those little games sometimes, but you obviously have your reasons for why it is that you're doing what it is that you're doing, but you're getting in their head quite a bit, Taurus. There is this sense of paranoia, which may be the exact thing that needs to happen, Taurus, when it comes to this connection, because I don't feel like there's communication going on right now, and I feel like they need to be spooked a little bit into realizing what it is that they would be losing without you. And it's kind of fitting with I'm starting to remember some of y'all's weekly readings recently, especially from the week of me recording this, and I feel as if this is very reminiscent of that. It's interesting how these cards will continue on with the storylines, darling. So when it comes to this connection here between y'all two, we have the 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands. So Taurus, here's the thing, darling. When it comes to this connection, it's very much so like, it feels almost as if like both sides of you guys feel powerless. Does that make sense, Taurus? Where it's like on your side of things, you're just like, well, it's up to them, Velca, for them to be, making this situation work. If they want this connection bad enough, if they want me bad enough, then they need to start putting effort, start showing that they actually want this. But also on their side of things as well, they kind of feel the same thing. I'm noticing like a mirroring here, darling. Very much so mirroring. So either you guys are just like share a lot of the same zodiac signs in your chart, or you guys have just been connected for quite some time, or going in, darling, I'm never going to tell you if this is a soulmate twin flame connection, because you'll know it, but I wouldn't be surprised if you identify this person as like being like your person, like being like a soulmate or what have you. Not saying they are, but it's just that you would know, darling, right? It doesn't take a general tarot reading to like tell you what it is that you're feeling, especially for that deep connection, darling. But it's just very much so mirroring, and so it's just so interesting in this way where it's just like, but here's the thing, it's just like there seems to be like some type of like some sense of history here, in the sense that it's like both of you guys are tired, right? Both of you guys are tired and just exhausted, but you guys don't know what to really do to make it work anymore. Devil card. Yeah, you look at the artwork of this card, it's just like, let me actually like pull this up closer. I usually don't even point out the artwork in this deck in particular because, well, granted, it's a gorgeous deck, darling, but it's in terms of the artwork, but it's not usually very all that. I don't get too many intuitive messages from the artwork, but in this way, it's kind of fitting for this, right? With this death card, you guys are on either side. You both are really feeling anxious about this. Like, and it's interesting how this is the energy between y'all two, Taurus, where it's just like, it's just, you both are tired. You both have gone through these battles. You both have struggled, and it's just like y'all are both at this point, Taurus, where you're just like, neither of you guys know what to really do to really fix this or to make this work any further, which is just like a sad place to be in, darling, right? I wish I could like, I just heard like some of you guys, if this is someone that you already are committed to for some time, you guys might benefit from some, group therapy, couples counseling, if this is a romantic relationship, Taurus. Maybe I just heard like one of you Tauruses just said you tried, darling. So, but it's one of the messages just like try again. Like if it's just interesting. It feels like both sides are just extremely tired, but while both of you guys are extremely tired, neither side wants to give up on this either, which is admirable. You guys, it lets me know that you both are in it for the long haul, and that 2 of Wands does explain that as well, right? You guys are definitely like in this for the long haul. I don't feel as if, it's interesting, I don't feel as if either side really wants to just like be the official one to call it out, even if you guys are being extremely distant, even if you all go days without communicating. Neither side really wants to be the one to be like, oh, should we just call this, right? So let's see how this connection's gonna be panning out. We have these 6 of Cups here. Yeah, there's definitely some type of history that y'all have with one another. You guys might have just known each other for some time now. Page of Wands. And then the Ace of Wands coming in here. So I like this a lot, Taurus, actually, because this lets me know where it's just like, I can't quite tell what it's going to be, especially when it comes to relationships and Three of Pentacles. Definitely for some of you, this was coming in now that the Three of Pentacles is showing itself. I do want to say this now, Taurus. I was going to just keep it in my head, but it's like some of you guys, especially with that Six of Cups, this is going to be a particular message for some of you Tauruses, but it's just like consider do like it's going to be so specific, Taurus, so it's not going to be for everybody, but consider doing what you guys used to do when you guys first knew each other. Does that make sense? So if you guys used to, like, if you guys met in like a pottery class, honey, and it's just like then like as time went on, like you lost that magic because y'all weren't doing pottery together anymore. Like, I don't know, I feel as if some of you guys would just benefit greatly. Y'all would come closer to one another if you guys were to pick something back up that was at once lost, that was like a lost art between y'all two. Does that make sense? If that isn't part of that message for you guys, Taurus, you know, this Page of Wands is the game changer for this. This Page of Wands is a sense of like a new, like something coming into the mix that really kind of reminds you both of like how much you guys care about one another. Now, I have to be honest here, right? I have to be that realist as well, Taurus, and just tell you the messages that I get from this. If this was a reading for me, this was a spread for me, I'd be like, and I don't want to put any type of fear into you guys at all, because I would tell you flat out, you know, but some of you guys might end up experiencing, you know, like a death in the, like someone experiencing like a loss in their family or like a health concern or something, like maybe something, you know, it could be this Page of Wands. We can't all just pretend like it's sunshine and rainbows, darling. I have to be honest, right? It's just some type of event, positive or negative, that will bring you guys closer together. Let's see if I can, girl. Two of Pentacles coming in here, and then the Eight of Swords, and then Page of Pentacles. Okay, so there's definitely this place, Taurus, where it's just like whatever happens, it's like you both are at this place of being like, what do we do? You know, it's this sense of like something's gonna force you to start communicating with one another. So I like this a lot for you guys. Obviously, I don't want this to come off as ominous, Taurus. And again, I would tell you guys if this is just a straight up bad thing, but I just have to put in like the realist, like the extra realism when it comes to this message, where it's just like I can't, you know, I don't feel as if it's going to be for everybody, Taurus, where it's just like all sunshines and rainbows, where it's just like, oh, like y'all would just look at each other and just do pottery again and just fall in love. Like, no, be real. Like, we're humans living a physical experience, 3D experience, darling. Some of you guys, it's going to be something that has you in this place of like putting you in a little bit of a rut, putting you in this a little bit of a conundrum, and it's just like it's the other party, it's you two coming together that like assists you guys into evolving from where your connection currently is, right? It forces that communication if you're not talking to one another. Something forces you two, Taurus, to really start linking back up again. So I like that a lot for you guys now. So what advice can we get in regards to Taurus when it comes to this connection? What advice does Spirit have for you, Taurus, today for how this connection should go? Not should go, like just in regards to this connection, honey. Let's see here. King of Wands. Be careful about both sides, you know, both sides or one side trying to be too dominant when it comes to this. Four of Cups. And then the Knight of Wands. Yeah, the only thing to be watching out for, Taurus, and this could be on the other side as well. So don't shoot the messenger, darling. And you be honest with yourself, Taurus, right? I feel as if one of the issues here is just like a very controlling energy. This sense of where like, not in the sense of like telling the other person what they need to do with their life, but it's just like you might have a vision for how you want this situation to pan out, or how you want this relationship to be, how you want them to be, Taurus, or vice versa, darling. And it's just because this is just a general energy to watch out for. And I don't know what dynamic, like you be honest with yourself, right, Taurus? What do you have to lose? It's just this sense of where it's like someone's just really dead set on having things be set in such a certain way. You know, it's just like it has to be on their terms. It has to be on like this, that, and the other. Does that make sense, Taurus? And I feel as if if someone continues in this rigidness, that could be the bane of this connection actually working out, Taurus. I do feel as if like, you know, if this rigidness continues on, this could really sabotage the connection. So, yeah, Taurus, that is the cards that I have for you when it comes to this you versus them tarot reading. Hopefully, these messages give you some perspective, some food for thought for you to be thinking about, Sterling. If you did enjoy this, be sure to give me a like and subscribe. If you want to book a private personal reading with me, more websites than SimplyVelca.com. Remember, Taurus, at the end of the day, whatever decision you end up making when it comes to this connection, I'm always going to support you, darling, because you know your life best, you know your emotions best, darling. I'm just here to give you some food for thoughts, darling, right? So, take that food as you will, honey. And I'll be connecting with you, Taurus, sometime in the near future, hopefully in a weekly general tarot reading. I love you so much, Taurus, and good luck.